Thank you all for your service. As our honorees return to their seats, we ask you to please rise for the presentation of colors by our Tampa Police and Tampa Fire Rescue Honor Guard, and please remain standing for the national anthem, which will be performed by Tampa Fire Rescue's Hometown Heroes Chorus, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, led by New Tampa's own Bruhat Soma, the 2024 National Spelling Bee Champion.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Arms. Right. Face. Forward. March. If you'll now please join us in welcoming Pastor Vicki Walker, a faith leader at Hyde Park United Methodist Church and a Tampa Police chaplain, who will lead us in prayer.
Let us pray. Oh God, thank you for our great city and all we have to celebrate today. Thank you for our national award winners like Bruhat and Grammy winners Doechii and Cameron Williams, who call Tampa home and call attention to the richness of our diversity and talent, and remind us that with hard work and dedication, we can achieve our dreams. Thank you that in the midst of chaos and uncertainty in our nation, we have a strong and steady mayor and team leading us and keeping us united in our vision to create a livable, vibrant, and resilient community. As the students from Blake remind us to rise up, all we need is hope, and for that, we have each other. In many ways, the state of our city depends on the state of each of us. May we acknowledge challenges as opportunities. May we commit to do our part in caring for our neighbors and together creating the Tampa of tomorrow. In your holy name we pray. Amen. You may be seated.
We will now take a moment to reflect, not just on what we've faced, but on who we are as a city. We are honored to welcome poet and former City of Tampa wordsmith Gianna Russo as she shares an original piece.
How we rose is how we rise. When chaos twice found us in a flood, we knew we could whimper or we could scream. At my son's house on the river, I fell to my knees, crawled across the floor, mopped up water and grit. I held the baby on my hip while they pulled down the drywall. At my friend's on the canal, she said, "See that line on the sofa? That's how high the water rose. The fridge actually floated." Down my street, wary blackbirds eyed grand oaks lying on their sides, roots pointing at the sky. When chaos twice found us in the flood, we knew we had two cosmic chances. So we rose up with all the strength we could muster, put on our work gloves, joined our hearts to muscle. We rushed in bringing hot meals, chainsaws, gasoline, lanterns, toilet paper, batteries, cleaners, and fans. We washed each other's clothes, wrung out the rugs. We arrived at first light and stayed till after dark, till the pile by the street was bigger than the house. When wind comes to rampage, when water comes to flood, we rise to accept our fortunes and our fate. We rise the way that blackbirds rise, lifting as one through the laurel leaves, their wings tilted toward sky.
We now turn to the voices of our future. From the classrooms of Tampa's own Blake High School, these students remind us that while challenges may test us, our unity and spirit will always help us rise. Please welcome Eliana Coriano, Layla Norman, and Fine Arts Chair John Paris performing Rise Up by Andra Day.
Broken down and tired, silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll bring the world to its feet. And mountains, bring it to its feet. And mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. All we need is one. For that we have each other. For that we have each other. Yeah. We will rise. We'll rise. We'll rise up. We will rise. And I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I'll rise 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up high like the waves. We'll rise up in spite of the ache. We'll rise up and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you.
What a powerful way to begin our 2025 State of the City with reflection, hope, and unity. And now it is time to look forward. Please turn your attention to the screens for a closer look at our city on the rise.
I've been up, I've been down, seen the world from the ground, but I hear the drumming. Now my veins are pumping. Scrape my knees, bruise my heart. Where you end, not where you start. I see them running, 'cause they see me coming. I'm done with the noise, life is a break, but I'll use my voice.
And now the moment we've all been waiting for. Please welcome the 59th Mayor of Tampa, Jane Castor.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Jim. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, good morning, Tampa, and thank you to everyone who has joined us here today at this amazing River Center, and all of those who have joined us online. I want to thank Governor Martinez and Mayor Buckhorn for joining us today, and thank you for your visionary leadership and your continuing support. Also want to recognize our city council members who are here today. The Chair of City Council, Guido Maniscalco, Alan Clendenin, Charlie Miranda, Louis Vieira, Lynn Hertak, and Gwen Henderson. Thank you for being here. And to all of our other elected officials and so many people in the audience today that have helped grow this city successfully, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is an amazing time, and I am here today to talk about the state of our city, where we've been, where we're at, and where we are going. When I ran for mayor, I said that Tampa would change more in this decade than it has in my entire lifetime. Turns out we didn't have to wait a decade. The future came fast, and Tampa rose to meet it. We are not the same city that we were 6 years ago. We've built entire neighborhoods, homes for thousands of families, and storefronts for hundreds of small businesses. We've made historic investments in modernizing aging infrastructure, including the largest upgrade to our city's water and wastewater pipes in our history. Our streetcar has gone from a tourist novelty to a daily transit solution, serving over 1.4 million riders projected this year. We're connecting neighborhoods with new bike and pedestrian paths and opening transformational parks in areas that once felt forgotten. And one of our proudest achievements is the new, soon-to-be-complete Fair Oaks Recreation Complex in East Tampa. It is a 10.2-acre state-of-the-art complex with basketball and pickleball courts, football and baseball fields, a 33,000 square foot center for all generations, and green space designed by and for the community. It is an unprecedented investment in a neighborhood that deserves the best. And we are continuing to keep Tampa safe. Tampa remains one of the safest large cities in America. Our economy is evolving. USF and U of Tampa are at the forefront of emerging technologies and industries. And we've added sectors like cybersecurity, biotech, and green energy. New opportunities for young entrepreneurs and for working families. Tampa is now the #1 city in the nation for women-owned businesses. Now that's something to celebrate. For the first time ever, Tampa's median household income is over $70,000 a year. Our bond rating is one of the highest in the nation. And our rainy day fund is solid. The bottom line, the state of our city is strong. But our strength isn't just measured in numbers, it's measured in neighbors. It's how we show up for each other during hard times. It's how we celebrate each other's victories. It's in how we lift each other up. Tampa's strength is you. It's us. It's this entire community. Now, last year, 2 hurricanes, Helene and Milton, hit Tampa hard. Some of our neighbors lost everything. homes flooded, streets disappeared underwater, and yet we endured. Our first responders were heroic. During Helene, they answered nearly 200 emergency calls, rescued 52 residents and 8 pets from rising water, and put out fires during the storm. During Milton, just 13 days later, our emergency personnel handled over 15,000 calls. One of those calls, at the height of the storm, our brave first responders rescued 15 people who were trapped in a home that had been crushed by a large tree. When a local assisted living facility was overwhelmed with waist-deep floodwater, Tampa Police and Fire Rescue evacuated 135 seniors to safety. But it wasn't just the first responders. Public Works cleared our streets. Solid waste collected enough debris to fill the Rivergate Tower, better known as the Beer Can Building, 4.5 times over ahead of schedule. Communications kept residents informed, answering hundreds of calls and questions. Every department stepped up. Every employee gave 100%. So let's give our entire team another round of applause. And you know, for many, life is back to normal. But for some neighborhoods, Davis Islands, Palmetto Beach, West Shore, Forest Hills, Overlook, Palmacia Pines, the devastation lingers. I worked alongside our city team members and volunteers to help many residents remove their storm-damaged possessions, their lives, from homes ravaged by Helene and Milton. I've seen the anguish and fear in the eyes of so many Tampanians, and I promise you will not be forgotten. We're working with state, federal, and local partners to help you recover. We've created a disaster assistance fund to help homeowners keep up with mortgage, insurance, and other costs during this difficult period. At the same time, we must do more than just recover. We must become more resilient. More storms are coming, and they are going to be stronger, wetter, and more frequent. Geography is both our greatest asset and our biggest challenge. We understand that the status quo is not enough, and we are fully engaged. We invested $94 million in wastewater upgrades, including 28 critical pump stations. We invested another $350 million in stormwater maintenance and improvements. Now it's true, we can never fully outbuild a major hurricane. That's not going to happen. But we're being proactive and working hard to put ourselves in the best position possible. Ahead of this storm season, we're adding backup generators to pumping stations, ensuring we'll be more resilient than ever before. We also have crews working 6 days a week on maintenance to prepare our system and keep it operating at maximum capacity. In fact, we've already removed 500 tons of debris from our pipes in just the first quarter of this year alone. All this hard work will also improve our FEMA flood rating, which should result in lowering flood insurance costs for our residents. We're reinforcing seawalls, we're modernizing our energy grid, and making fuel access more efficient at Port Tampa Bay. And yes, this is all disruptive. Digging up roads, blocking streets, rerouting services, it's frustrating. But temporary inconvenience in one block means long-term protection for the entire neighborhood. Infrastructure may not be glamorous, but it's the backbone of our safety and our future. my very first priorities as mayor was to launch the PIPES program. It's a once-in-a-lifetime generation overhaul of our city's underground systems. To date, we have replaced 62 miles of aging water lines and 209 miles of deteriorated wastewater lines. And you know what that does? That saves millions of dollars by avoiding leaks, breaks, cave-ins, and costly repairs. We've repaired or replaced 4,800 stormwater structures and restored draining capacity across hundreds of neighborhoods. Among them is the Lower Peninsula Flood Relief Project, which includes the amazing McDill 48 Nature Park. This stunning slice of old Florida is built around a 10-acre stormwater pond that provides major stormwater relief to South Florida. And it's a beautiful park space. Completion of McDill 48, as intended, reduced flooding during Helene and Milton. Remember Lake Henderson? That chronically flooded area by Del Mabry and Henderson Boulevard? We all remember that. Well, Lake Henderson is no more, thanks to our collaboration with the Florida Department of Transportation. We're not just fixing pipes, we're future-proofing Tampa. Now, we have tackled some big challenges, but none have tested us more than housing. We emerged as one of America's most attractive cities, and our growing popularity sent Tampa home prices rising more than 175% over the last decade. Our housing supply could not keep up with that demand. But we didn't wait, we acted. We kept construction moving during COVID. We added 20,000 residential units, thousands of them affordable, and many thousands more are planned or already in development. We're using every tool available: accessory dwelling units, down payment and rental assistance, infill, zoning reform. Today, rental rates are back to 2021 levels. Now that's progress, but we are not done. While we welcome new neighbors to Tampa, we will not price our residents out of the city that they built. Transportation is another challenge. Tampanians overwhelmingly supported all for transportation twice. Losing that revenue really hurt. We are $3 billion short on road repairs and $1 billion short on sidewalks. But we didn't sit still. We created 2 in-house paving teams. We increased our street paving by over 50% and repaired more sidewalks this year than in the last decade combined. We've paved over 235 miles of Tampa streets since 2019 and added 56 miles of new bike lanes. We are doing more with less here in Tampa. While we tackle today's problems, we're also building tomorrow's city. That's how the Riverwalk was born. One vision carried across multiple administrations. We're also building entire neighborhoods: Gasworks, Water Street, Midtown, West River, and West Shore. From here, you can see the Fortune Taylor Bridge, named after the former enslaved woman who owned more than 30 acres on the east side of the river, where she grew guavas, peaches, and citrus. She sold a portion of that property to help shape our city and to connect East Tampa with West Tampa. We will continue to build upon her legacy. 5 years from now, the view out this window will be totally different, thanks to our collaboration with the Florida Department of Transportation and the Downtown Partnership to grow and change the face of North Downtown. And none of that would be possible without one of Tampa's greatest champions. Of North Downtown. And none of that would be possible without one of Tampa's greatest champions, Congresswoman Kathy Castor. She has brought our city close to $200 million in federal grant funding. Spectacular. We will add hundreds of units of workforce housing to reconnect North Downtown's grid and replace parking lots with homes, offices, and businesses. We are connecting people with jobs without the need for additional cars, while reopening easy access to the river from Encore and North Downtown. As you can see right behind us, the exciting expansion of the Straz Performing Arts Center is underway. And right behind that, the Tampa Museum of Art will be breaking ground soon on a 51,000 square foot expansion. And we're expanding the West River Walk, creating a 12-mile waterfront path that connects South Tampa to Seminole Heights to downtown, Ybor City, and Tampa Heights. That's transformational. And it's not just a trail, it is an economic engine and fundamental part of what makes Tampa great. We're extending the streetcar into Tampa Heights, opening the door for new transit-oriented development. We joined the federally funded Regional Infrastructure Accelerator to fast-track major transportation projects like the airport to downtown connection. We're also updating our land use code. Y'all can clap for that. We are also updating our land use code, completing a housing needs assessment, and ensuring that smart growth respects our history. Participating in the Bloomberg Philanthropy City Data Alliance is helping us better leverage data and artificial intelligence to evaluate and address community needs and establish policies. And our partners are growing too. Tampa Airport is building an international air site to help us grow from 25 million passengers a year to 35 million by 2037. The best airport in the world. And Port Tampa Bay is investing in new berths and additional cranes while dredging the channel for larger ships to fuel our region's economy. Tampa General and USF Health are setting a new national standard for health care by creating a medical and research district, one that attracts clinical providers, academics, technology, researchers, and venture capitalists who have a vested interest in the future of healthcare. I tell you, this is Tampa's moment. We used to have to fight to get on the map. Now we are shaping that map. Here in Tampa, we lead with values, not ideology. Hard work, community, courage, and hope. We are a city built by immigrants and entrepreneurs, cigar rollers and tech founders, veterans and visionaries. We are not divided, we are diverse. And that's not woke, that's Tampa. It's the story of Madam Fortune Taylor, the story of Ybor City, the story of La Segunda, J.C. Newman, the Black English Bookstore, the Columbia, and Tampa's Grammy-winning rapper Doechii. It's the story of you. It's the story of us. And it is the story that we are still writing together. When we lead with those values, when we invest in each other, we make Tampa a place where everyone belongs, everyone contributes, and everyone can thrive. Thank you, and let's keep building our future together. Thank you very much.
That concludes our 2025 State of the City Address. As you head out to our lobbies, you will find food available from Feeding Tampa Bay, as well as additional coffee from Coffee Uniting People. Thank you for joining us.